Hey, hello, this is Maxter and welcome back to a Let's Play series of Lost Ark. Currently in the Diarocal Plains, leveling our character, not speeding the game, not rushing the game, doing everything. And that means actually that we are focusing on getting all the Mokoko seeds in the area. And you can see actually that we already completed 11 out of 11 here. We're also doing all the side missions and we are also doing all the main missions as well. And probably some of these friendly requests as well. And then we move to the next section. And I'm not going to focus in on this yet. But the main goal is achieving probably 50% of... As you can see, actually, our first pass is around 50% of whatever the adventure kind of list has. Most of the monsters, we haven't got into the field monster yet, but most of the viewpoints and crafting materials and stuff whenever is needed, and having all the sub-stories, and I haven't opened all these kind of stuff yet. But that's going to be probably for next iterations and next other things. So I'm happy with larger than 50%. We should be okay to move on. And then start from there. So I hope you like it. If you do so, you know what to do. Just like the videos and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Remember that most of the players, I think 90% of the players, are going to be just fine by doing all the PvE content on any class. The class is not even important in PvE content. Just try it out, whatever you want to play and what you feel more acquainted to. There is nothing like this triage of DPS, helper, or medic and tank. All the classes are very DPS focused. And there is one particular that is more tanky than others, but it's still a DPS. And there is other that are support, like kind of mage kind of configuration. But all of them can do all the PvE content, no worries whatsoever. And that's the majority of the players. So if you think about it in terms of demographics, there are, I think, the vast majority who plays only PvE. Then you have within that community the ones that are specifically doing resourcing, so life skills, and they can spend hours and hours in housing and gathering and you name it, and hours and hours and hours just doing that, and that's what kicks them in. Then you got the completionist, which does actually PvE and all the side missions, and most likely concentrate on trophies and things to do actually at that level. And then you got the other spectrum, which is the PvPers, actually, that they like only these games for the PvP. They don't care about the story. They don't care about anything. So for those kind of players, what they need to do is skip all the side missions, skip everything, just do only the main missions until the last continent. In the last continent you need to do everything, and you reach level 50, you're done, set, done. And you can PvP actually before, I think at level 20 something, you can start PvPing if you like and stop playing the story and just play PvP from there and move on. And then you have the other demographic, which is raiding, and raiding tier 1, tier 2 or tier 3. And I can say actually that most of the natural casual player will ever touch a raid, ever. And that happens in all the games, Division 2, MMOs, WoW, whatever you want. There are players that are not living for doing raids at all. They're not even interested. They're too difficult. It requires communication. I don't have the time kind of thing. No. And there are others that goes into tier 3 content, which is the most even difficult content existing in Lost Ark. And guess what? There is no more than 5 players playing that. 5% of players playing that. Or even attempted. Actually, it's just going to the boards and trying to figure out in Korea how many have completed tier 3 raids. And you will find there are not many. And in order to do that, you need time, you need to find the best equipment possible, then you need to go into mechanics, group mechanics, and you name it, communication, comms. Comms is even that simple. It's important. Then you go into military comms, and then it becomes complicated. And majority of people don't have the time to do that. So kind of we're in the middle. We're doing completionist. We're going to try tier 1 content. And if I have friends and stuff like that, we're going to go into tier 2, tier 3 content as well. But again, noting that majority of players, we don't even attempted a raid whatsoever. Bear that in mind. In Division 2, it was calculated that only 3% of the players completed a raid. Everybody else, that even they attempted and failed, or they never attempted at all. So, and they start finding some lateral content to do. And I think that's what Lost Ark actually in Korea start thinking about, how to create more lateral content rather than vertical content. Otherwise, it's segregation actually, and they're going to lose revenue because of it, because most of the players will not be into raiding. We can see them, they are fun to watch, but if the same players, kind of 5% of the players are keep kind of doing that, no, it's not good for business. So yeah, all I'm saying actually is that those 4 demographics exist on any game, and we need to cater for all of them. So I'm doing walkthroughs 100% because I'm not that completionist and PvE guys. I'm looking for ways of completing the map and doing where the things are, where the secrets are, where the treasure maps are, and all that stuff. And probably we're going to spend more time on that rather than actually explaining how a raid actually goes. So yeah, everybody's, whatever you see in YouTube actually is, if there is too complicated tier 3 actually content and say this is what the game is all about, players will be scared. And the idea is trying to bring more players into the game actually, so it's catering for all kinds of people. And again, noting the majority of the people will never touch PvP and will never touch tier 3 high level rating. So there is no point actually to min-max actually your gear and stuff. So I can say actually you can play level 50 and tier 1 without min-maxing actually your gear. And if that's your level, well, play that and have fun and try all the classes, do whatever you want, and that's pretty much. Don't be pushed to be super hyper duper pro player tier 3 because you need to, I don't know, spend 1,000 hours or 500 hours as kind of min-maxing your character before you even try actually. And when you try, you're going to fail immediately because you will find communication issues. And we had that actually in Division when we do Sherpas with people who had never raid before ever. And all of a sudden we need to start actually training them in how to approach communications and tactics and mechanics and all the stuff and positioning and yeah. And we had the patience to do it in Division because we call ourselves the Sherpas. So we were teaching actually people how to raid, noting that 95% of the people will not even attempt to do that. And we end up actually creating kind of a space of bringing people into raids, into high-level raids. And in Lost Ark is not going to be different actually. But now I can see actually that people in tier 3 playing group, they will not take probably people who are not geared or knowing the mechanics of the particular raid. So that takes time, and be aware that what you see in YouTube is not probably what the game is offering as a whole. There are more to do actually than just PvP and high-end content. Even that exists. We have the adventures books, we have collectibles to do, we have all the side missions and secrets behind those collectibles and side missions. So you have the housing system, gathering systems, so there is plenty to do actually. So everybody can find their own way. It's just noting that this is not just made for be a PvP or high-end tier 3 end goal gear min-max kind of game. You don't need that. If you want to do all the content of the game and then kind of learn every single thing, then you can attempt tier 3, tier 1, tier 2, whatever you want. So my recommendation to you guys, just approach the game as you want it. Don't rush it. So if they say actually, hey, the pros actually level character in 10 hours to level 50, I don't know, I'm in hour 15 and I'm not even on level 28. I'm in 50 hours. So it might take you 25, it might take you 30 hours, and it's fine. You don't need to go into that daily and weekly grinding as well, because you're not going into tier 3. So don't worry about it. Just play as you go. And I want more players actually to play, but if they are scared that this is only tier 3 gaming, I'm just clarifying that there is something for everybody in this game. The collectionist, the completionist, the gatherers, the PvPers, the high-end level raiding guys kind of thing, the communities, the guilds, the teams, individuals, solo players, there are plenty. There is something for everybody in the game. That's all I'm saying. And what we're doing or showcasing now is the completionist side of things. So it's doing everything and then finding the secrets and what is obvious, and you can hear me about the Mokoko seeds and all that stuff. What I'm leaving off of this first run, it's probably the resourcing and the housing kind of aspects of it that probably we're going to play offline. That doesn't need to be showcased. But I wanted to showcase actually the leveling process as an MMO, which is all the things that needs to be done section by section before we move into the next one. It might take us 25, 30 hours. That's 30 episodes. That's fine. And probably my second character, I will skip most of the things that I already did. What I don't want is level fast, reach level 50, and then had to come back and redo everything again for the collectibles, which PvPers and high level rates don't care about, and the story and all the stuff. But we do. And I think it was calculated in Division that it was less than 10% high level players and PvPers out there. The vast majority is just for the story and PvE and having a good time. We only have probably 1 hour a day or something like that. We don't have 10 hours, 12 hours to grind actually and min-max every single character and every single thing of the game. So bear that in mind. And that's also for the YouTubers out there actually, that they need to also cater for the one that they don't know how to move actually. And why don't you just explain actually how to move with the click, which is different. Systems and all the layers of the game. Anyhow, it's not a rant. It's just I want this game to succeed, and I want more players to come in. And don't be scared about those tier 3 things that you see online. That's not just the purpose of the game. The game is not min-maxing. The game is just having fun. That's all. So without that out of the way, out of the system, let's play. Let's see what we got. So we got a card. We want a lot of that. That's also a card system that it also comes to with the side missions and all the stuff. So if you're not doing that, you're missing out. So okay, we're moving to the next section. And you can skip actually all these things, all this, because they don't give you too much experience. So it's not worth actually to engage to everything, but it's worth when you go with bosses. So something that if some of these things has a yellow thing on top, it will count for your adventure book with these monsters. So each of these monsters, you need to unlock them once you see something with the They also glow yellow, so you will see actually when it's boss or not. But it will force you to go into the entire section and find all the bosses available for the section. So we're gonna probably see a couple in this kind of section because we're starting from scratch now in this part. All right, so let's do this. And I'm also having the guide of all the Mokoko seeds location on my right monitor. So whenever we reach those places, I need to capture the Mokoko seed straight away and forget about it in future runs. And we're gonna find our first one right on top of this. In here to the right. And you have it there. That's one Mokoko seeds, and you can see in the map 1 out of 10 there. So I'm checking now if some of these herds actually had some boss hidden between them. And if it is not the case, we're fine and we can move on. But I'm not going to engage those. There you go. No bosses here. So no engagement. Let's continue. So this part is already cleared. Let's open up the main mission. And I can see a boss there. So we need to go there after this one. So we need to kill 4 of these. Okay, cool. Let's kill 4 of these. That's 3. That's enough. Where we need to deliver. Oh. There. And we got a side mission here. It's going to lead us to, and you can see actually that purple guy was a boss as well. So we're going to kill it straight away. And if we didn't have it, it was added to our adventure book. So anything that has something in the heads actually is useful for us to have. Nothing else down below. I'm gonna check for a boss that they're usually actually in these cul-de-sacs hidden. If I'm a dev, I will put it there. Nothing there, so we go up. And wait to kill 3 mechanical guardians, but I prefer to kill them in a different section. And in here, we shall have a Mokoko seed. I'm gonna kill these 3. Ouch, wrong button. There you go. So that's the log. And there should be a Mokoko seed around here. Where is it? Oh, there you go, I think. No. I'll take this out of the way. Is it over here or over here? There you go. There. There is a Mokoko seed in that bush over there. There you go. Now we're gonna probably take off another mechanical kind of thingy here and complete the quest. Mission. Sir. There you go, completed. So now we cleared that area. We completed the side mission. And we completed the Mokoko seats to that level. So that means all that it's clean, clean, clean. Moving to that. Observatory. And story is important. Sometimes there are secrets within the story or things to do within the story. If you're interested, just take your time and read it and all that stuff. So I'm gonna do that probably in the English version ENA, hoping that the experience and the game is exactly the same as the Korean one and the Russian one. I don't think there is need for any particular change. And if they change it, hopefully they don't change the experience, because otherwise they will have a problem. And the problem is that everybody knows what the real game looks like. So everybody have played the Russian or the Korean version already. So it will be interested to know. Hang on. It will be interesting to know actually how this is going to play. Hey, we got a boss there. It's interesting that I didn't see you before. Oh yeah, I saw you. There you go. So if it is not in the adventures book, now it is. So that means that we completed most of this part of it. So we're gonna move into this section now and see what happens. So we're gonna take that and we're gonna take those two. And I see 2 Mokoko seeds actually in this area that we're gonna grab. So okay, let's go there. And that's why I walk a lot in MMOs and I don't use the horses, because I need to find actually where things are, and I prefer to walk, otherwise I will be actually mounting on this mountain a lot. And whenever it's traveling long distances, yeah, for sure we're going to use the horse. So that cleared that cul-de-sac. We need to clear this one as well. If anything here, I don't see anything. No monsters, no bosses. So I'm gonna do this very quickly. This was kind of a side mission. And again, don't touch if the enemies, if they're not bosses. They're not even worth actually to do. It's only 2 experiences for each. 2 experience point is nothing, so only the bosses. So what happened here? Bounce bumpy heads. What? Oh, we need to pick up something here. We need to pick up this. And we need to deliver there. We need to pick up 4 of these. That's all. happy to do that. And we move level. Easy. So now, number 1, bounce, hit thugs. Oh, the heads. Heads. These are not the ones. Those. These. There you go. It's done. Main mission. And we're good to go. So that gave us that frame. Okay, cool. Now in here and in here, there are 2 Mogogo seats. And I think the first one is right there. So you can see it. It's right there. The second one, it's right here. You can see it there. Oops. It's right there. Oh. Good time. And you can see actually that sometimes these gave us armor as well. So I'm gonna stop here. So we got those 2. So we're clean actually at this level. Come on. So we're good at this level. I'm gonna triple check actually if there's any bosses here, that's all. Not engaging as long as probably there is too many to handle. I think there is a boss here. There you go. It's another boss done. And we're good to go. Just check in here. That gave us that done. And in here, other than there is a monster, but also there is these things that we need to complete. So let's check that out. Don't engage there. Well, let's do it. There you go, because there is things here to do. Now we have this section that I want to grab everybody first. Circle around. Oh, there is a boss here. And you can see that it was added to my kind of adventures book. So that's why you need to go and pick it up and see what happened. And there is going to be a problem here because I need to retrieve the Mokoko seed before we get into a respawn, which is already happening. And I want to triple check where that thing is. I think it's not here. Might be over here. There it is. So we need to clear this area. Before it gets too complicated to come here. And these guys will not allow me to do what I need to do. And I got... Oh, Jesus. And here it is. Yeah, bear that in mind that happens when you know... Oh, Jesus. Now we got the... I need rotation again. Need to these guys to cut out. There you go. That's your Mokoko seed. And then we have a boss. Ish. Yeah, it was killed there. And we need to kill it again. We need to wait for it for respawn, and we need to kill all the ads first. So when it respawns, like that one that I'm seeing it now, it came back clean. That one over there. That's fine. There's no more Mokoko seeds here, so we can get out. The only ones actually that are useful are those actually bosses. Persuade 2 farmers. Now on the top of these, we do have one. There you go, it's there. That's the Mokoko seed. So now we need to complete this thing before we are moving into the higher side of the land. What the hell is that? That's 5. That's 6. One more. There you go. That's that. And now we have on this side another Mokoko seed. And I think before moving into there, we need more health. So where is it? We need to go. There you go. Pick it up and get out. Thank you. And we need to kill this guy. That's it. So now we can move to these and put the travel point. There we go. And then we got another adventures. Now, in this side, there is a Mokoko seed there. We're gonna grab that. And if it's not one, it's the other. So potion. Yeah, no, thank you. We have more things. Pads, and what happened with this kind of thing? There you go. That will do. 146. And there is something in this, so there you go. That's the Mokoko seed. Then we got the main mission. Let's see what's in here. And let's capture, let's deliver this one as well. And we're good to go. Yeah, that way. There is something that we haven't done, which is this cul-de-sac over here. There is a Mokoko seed kind of in this area, and there is an entry in that area as well. So we might need to go there very quickly. We go boom, do that Mokoko seed, that entry, and then we go back, and then we move that way. Deal. Okay, cool. Let's check our gear. Repair as well. Now we're gonna enter that particular site very quickly. So we're not engaging anything, not even monsters, because we already did bosses. So there is no need to repeat them. As long as you have them all, actually. So. And you can check the names, but I'm not that fussy actually. Just kill us as we go. If I don't see anything, I just move on. And as long as you have a process to clean the map, you shouldn't have a problem to find all the bosses. So that means that you need to go inside every single of these kind of things and see if there is a boss inside. And as you can see, actually, that they're not even touching you anyway. So as long as you know where to go, just avoid. and you should be fine. So that's clear as well. Down below I can see a boss. Boss. That one with the flower. That will count for our entry if we don't have it. If we have it, it's fine. That's that. Usually the devs actually find bosses at the end of these kind of branches. But this is not the case, so we're fine. Fine here. Okay, I'm gonna go see it directly now. First what I do is trying to find it. It's there in that bushes. And now I'm cleaning the area because I need space and time to pick it up. Otherwise we'll be caught up with the respawn. And on top of here it says there is an entry of something, inspection of some sort, that one. Now I need space and I can inspect that. And that's an entry as well. Usually those things are captured in this site as hidden stories. So you need to find all those inspects into the section or the continent or the area sort of in order to get all the hidden stories. So that's complete. So we can even do fast traveling now. We shall have 9. Yep. The next one is on the next. Got it. So now we're moving with the story. Actually, we're going to go into this place, that one, turn around, go into this cul-de-sac, do these 2 things, and then moving that way. We finish that one. There is a big boss here. And then move this way to complete that. There is a dungeon there. And there is kind of this, and then that's the next section. Awesome. Let's do this. Down below I can see a boss. Hey. Secret map. That's going to be helpful. Those secret maps actually usually secret dungeons that we can now access. And I don't like those ghost kind of thingies. They're sucking a lot of health. Anything here? Nothing apparently. And I'm not going to do that again because we already did that monster. Now we're going to the story. And in here There you go. Talk to surrender. Community emote surrender. I surrender. There you go. That will give you actually stuff, shoot up musics and books, all collectibles. And this one is interesting. Is it in this kind of map? I don't see it. Yeah, not in this one. But this is a secret dungeon that we need to gather for. We can get rid of all this stuff. Not needed. All junk. Alright, let's continue. Let's clean. Now we're moving that way. Yeah, we already killed that boss. And there is a viewpoint here. We're gonna pick up these. And then you need to go further. And at the end there is a lookout that it recalls a viewpoint. Hey, what happened? Story. Great. So, stop, attract intruders. Learn the secret of the Midnight Flower Sun. Survive till dawn. Really? Okay. Whoa, that's a big guy. As you can see, it's getting more complicated. Eight seconds. I'm just refreshing my cooldowns. I hate this. There we go. And we survived. I notice that we have a problem with defense now. Thank you. Oh, we did that again. There you go. So in here, you can go to this and then you have a waypoint, viewpoint. Part of the collectibles. It's another entry, 25,000 experience. New shoulder pads. And there is nothing else until the last section, so from the Lutheran Castle. Is that one over there? So we might need to go there. Let's clear that up first, and then we move into this section where the last Mokoko seed is. And then clear that and go there. That's the plan. And here we should have a monster. Unless somebody else killed it already. Hello. Oh, this is a 23. Alright. And apparently there were people waiting for us as well. Hey, what happened with your health? What happened? Hang on. "22? What up? This is a big boss. It's a biggie." I want to spend all the things on this. No, I don't like this. We are not ready. There is something that we need to tackle soon after. So I'm going to leave that there. We're going to capture the last... what? We're going to go Guardian. That's the last Mokoko seed there. Yeah, what you saw there was kind of a big monster. Kind of big boss. That's the last Mogogo seed. What the hell happened with our health bar? We're getting kicked out. Kind of super weak. Alright, that should be all the Mogogo seeds. We can have these trouble point. And that is 10 out of 10 Mogogo seeds, and most, if not all, yeah, that's all the collectibles at this area. So this is kind of probably a dungeon that we might need to do manually. But we might need to do that in the next episode. So I'm going to leave it there, and we're going to continue in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the videos and commentary below. Let me know what you think, what you want to see, and we'll start from there. So I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. So this was the, I'm going to call it the Sunbright Hill version of the area. And we're going to jump into this Lustra Forest thing moving forward in the next episode. So thank you very much, and bye-bye.